Hard work. Stay busy. Baba told us to stay busy, so that's what we're doing. We're staying busy. Get them in the building and tell them the young girl don't lie, bro. We were just watching that dang Callaway. We were just watching that dang Callaway of the Indian tape. Hey, Rob, bye. If you're coming in, we setting the thumbnail up. We're about to get started. We got another hot one for you, young other gang. We're trying to cover all the topics. We're gonna be talking on what Dame Callaway talking on another tape. We're gonna be talking on whatever everybody else talking on and some. We're gonna cover everything. We're on the 22nd tape for this month already in 8 days. We rolling. This will about to be a good one. We're setting the thumbnail up. And the show's about to get better. The show's about to get better. We're gonna be able to have the mic and the camera on, and we're gonna be able to do the slideshow. So that's about to be, so next month we're gonna be back on a whole nother level. Let me get that thumbnail up there for you. Oh yeah. We the hottest on the internet right now. We the hottest in the game. Our plays, we get some plays. We get some plays, man. That Sun Cycle tape was the evening class. This the night class. We missed the morning class. Tomorrow we definitely gonna be on the morning class. That's gonna be perfect timing tomorrow. But the name of this tape is Can a Extraterrestrial or Extraterrestrials be born to a human? I'm getting that chat loaded up right now so I can see what y'all talking about up in that chat, man. Oh, this is about it. We drop number bangers. A lot of people under the impression coming out of Christianity that angels don't have sexual organs. Or that angels are slow and they don't know nothing about artificial assimilation or cryogenesis and these other different types of methods of creating a human. All right, I got to see you in the chat. Shout out Sandra Wright. Shout out to brother Sunrise in the building. We got some we got some smart people in the building. Yeah, so man, I'm gonna tell you, there's a lot of kids out here, like my cousin and both of my cousins. I got two little cousins. One 9 years old, like in the 10th grade. He already wrote like 5 kids books, and he worth over $500,000 in the 10th grade from writing children's books at hospitals about having heart surgery and different things of that nature. This nigga is like almost like he gonna be a doctor, but how is he so freaking smart doing trigonometry in the 10th grade or 9th grade at 9 years old? And then he don't look nothing like his mama or his daddy. He don't look nothing like his mama or his daddy. How are people like Albert Einstein and Isaac Newton, even though he copied some of Tahuti, a lot of these niggas learn from Tahuti, but how are people like this with an IQ that's off the scale? What makes them different from everybody else? Why is these people IQ off the charts? You probably know you got some people in your family like that, or some of you might be super geniuses with IQs that's off the chart. How is that happening? what makes them different from everybody else? What makes this 9-year-old kid who's going to the hospital and as an intern? I'll tell you, crazy shit. My cousin Poonie, man, her son, this dude is fucking a genius. He already wrote 4 books already. 9 years old. Kids writing books, and you telling me there ain't no extraterrestrial? He ain't extra. See, when you extra, you stand out. The extra people always stand out. The extra kids, the extra people that's extraterrestrial, they always stand out. Bible was extraterrestrial. How can you speak 19 languages? Who brain can hold that much information just on languages? I ain't counting everything else that that's only 10% of what he knew. I'm not counting everything else that he knew. This nigga studied 19 languages. You gotta be an extraterrestrial. Your brain is different, is wired different from everybody else. He says, was listening to that. Yeah, check that tape out. The Dr. York tape. Who was Dr. York? We're gonna do a part 2 to that, man. So like I say, we got a lot to say on that. It's some kids that are more advanced. And then for my Bible guys, they tell you, I've been arguing with a lot of people back in the day, not now, because I don't even deal with them now. But back in the day, I was arguing with them that angels can mate with humans. Angels can mate with humans, according to your Bible. According to your Bible in Genesis chapter 6, sons of God, angels, came down and mated with the daughters of men and created giants. So these angels must got sexual organs. They must be human. And then the Bible goes on to explain that these beings are human. These beings are humanoids. Right? When it says in one part that they went to meet Abraham and the Lord was with them, right? And it was 3 men. It was 3 men. So it must be extraterrestrials that are humanoids, that are more advanced than the humans on this planet. And they have the same organs and they can mix in together with each other. And this happened. And those kids are leading up to the point where we at now. Those souls that got dropped here are leading up to the point where we at now. Some of y'all are on the class right now with us. Right? Some of y'all are on the class with us. Hit that like, hit that subscribe button if you're in the building, hit that bell. Don't do the super chat. You want to show us some love? We're dropping the Cash App in the links. We're about to get busy. I hear a lot of people out here doing tapes, but they just, we putting it on. We're putting it in you in the game. Hey, so how you explain those type of kids, like those super kids, those kids that are advanced? And it's a whole bunch. How you explain Stephen Hawkins and his intelligence? Unless it was AI. But how do you explain Benjamin Banneker? How do you explain Benjamin? What's the dude's name? George Washington Carver. How do you explain these people? What makes their intelligence different from everybody else? What makes them different from everybody else? Why did they stand out? Because they were extra. Anybody that's extra always stands out. Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, and Honorable Elijah Muhammad. He was extraterrestrial. He stunned out on a terrestrial planet. He stunned out. That's why his name is still being mentioned right now. Extra extraordinary. They were humans. They were extraterrestrial being born to humans. That's why they stunned out. That's why he was in communicating with the different extraterrestrials, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. Baba. That's why they was in contact with these beings. Because when you're born and you're extraterrestrial, your family gonna stay in contact with you. They're gonna watch you, they're gonna monitor you. It's a lot of beings right here on the surface right now that's extraterrestrial. Some of them coming from the center of the earth, some of them coming from other star systems. Some of them being born now, right now. And these gonna be the kids that's gonna be writing books. And some of them, like I say, my cousin, he already doing it. He got like 4 books out, man, and on heart surgery. And he's studying it on the extreme level of the heart surgery. He's studying at extreme level. And at the hospital, they be trying to come in there and say they be watching us these people. And they got him coming to the hospital every certain amount of month, every month to keep check his blood, get some of his blood. They want to figure out how he worked really. Is he extraterrestrial? Just like they was trying to figure out about Val Thor. When Val Thor and them had to leave, it's because they wanted to dissect them, see how they work, see how your brain work. See, how can we, what makes this kid smarter than our kids? 10 times smarter. What makes this kid have, he says, also think they didn't lose their memory. Okay, yeah, so you got kids like that. You got kids like that didn't lose their memory at birth. That's only because it's getting backed up up there. It's getting backed up. They usually place their index finger over your lips before you come. Shut your mouth so you don't remember. But you can remember your past lives, and sometimes you do when a glitch happens. You refer to glitches as deja vu, to see things twice. So you got people out here that are different, like LeBron James. He a different type of beast, man. He a different type of this dude goes straight like Kobe Bryant too. These dudes go straight from high school straight to the NBA. What type of shit is that? How do a young cat that young go in there with a whole bunch of people that's professional, that have been playing this long, and stand out amongst everybody? He an extraterrestrial. See, he extra. He standard. Kobe Bryant was a 12th grader and went to the NBA, and he stood out amongst. He was playing against Michael Jordan, nigga, and like when he was 19. You can't tell me that ain't extraterrestrial. Kobe Bryant was an extraterrestrial. And we're gonna do a tape called Black Extraterrestrial, where we're gonna be talking about all the people that was extraterrestrial. We kind of like talking a little bit about it right now. But LeBron James, the same thing. Goes to straight out of high school to the NBA, and he in the beast mode people. He beast mode people out of the 12th grade that they've been playing professional basketball. And you got to realize how good professional basketball players are versus just everybody else. I mean, this is that they get paid to do this. Big money. So how does LeBron James go to the NBA out of the 12th grade and he in there taking over the game pretty much? Taking over the whole NBA after 12th grade if he ain't extra. People that stand out. They usually try to pick these people, the people they know that's extracurricular, they usually try to get them and put them in the arenas, put them in the music business. Try to put them in the music business, like Jimi Hendrix. And anytime you hear something extra come, I'm gonna tell you how you can spot extraterrestrials. You spot them by, and when they create something extra or bring something in new that you never heard before, though nobody never heard before. And one of those things was Jimi Hendrix kind of really invented rock and roll. He played his guitar to the left side because he was left-handed and he had his guitar turned upside down. And he created a whole nother sound. distorted sound. He was extra. He was extra, man. He was extraterrestrial, born among, living amongst humans. Aliens can come here and they abduct people, specifically certain types of blood types. They don't mess with the O. They abduct those other blood types and take their fetus, these graves. And then you gotta go back and watch the all the extraterrestrials in your midst. When you see Shaquille O'Neal, how tall he is. He extraterrestrial. He extra. He extra tall. 7 foot is extra tall. Like 6'2", 6'3" is tall, but 7 foot is extra tall. That's extraterrestrial. Yeah, Simeon Toko or Raymond, I'm doing the tape on him. I'm gonna talk about him on the Black Extraterrestrial tape. Simeon Toko. So I'm doing that tape probably tomorrow, where I'm gonna talk about Simeon Toko on the Black Extraterrestrial tape. So I'm gonna talk about a whole bunch of Black Extraterrestrials, and Simeon Toko is on that list. So stay tuned for that tomorrow, Raymond. Okay. Yeah, but you gotta explain the things that these people that stand out, that's extra. Every time somebody do something, like these people that's creating whole freaking antimatter machines in their damn garage. Nubian scientists that you never heard of. They never really tell you about all these Nubian scientists that's really doing the work. We still putting in the work, and then they taking it and saying, oh, we're gonna put our stamp on it and we'll just pay you millions of dollars to sit back and let us do. Yeah, Michael Jackson. He is extra. His whole family was extraterrestrials. His whole family, they stood out. His whole family stood out. The whole brothers and the sisters. My partner, Simeon Toko. Yeah, we're gonna do that Simeon Toko. Bruce Lee, he was extra. That's right. Bruce Lee, he was extra. He was different. He stunned out. He did extra shit. Although he did take his 2 styles, he took 2 styles from Black Nubians and then put them together, like Ali and another brother. I'm gonna think of his name in a minute, but he took them 2 styles and put them together and created his own style. So Bruce Lee was extra. This is how you know who the extraterrestrial is. They always stand out amongst the crowd, and they always trying to develop something new, to bring something new into this 3rd dimensional realm. They more spiritual beings. You got a whole bunch of people out here now. Yeah, Ben York. I'm gonna tell you, like I told people on that tape, I believe that Abu Bakr went to the center of the earth 400 some years, came back to the surface as Old Man York, and then Old Man York is Ben York's dad. So Abu Bakr got transformed down there when he went to the center of the earth. You know, they talk about like when you come in contact with these extraterrestrials, like when Moses came in contact with extraterrestrials in the Bible, he came down off the mountain with a glow around his head, right? So it's something to do with coming in contact with these beings. Even Billy Myers, when he in contact with the Ashtar Command, right? You could tell that he is something wrong, something off about him, because like he in shock about what he's seen. And I believe that he's lying about a lot of stuff that he talk about, because Ashtar Command, you know what they all about. Yeah, Michael Jordan was extra. He stood out, right? His name's still ringing right now. He stood out. He was extraterrestrial. He had different moves that he created with the tongue hanging out, all the different little dunks. And he got and keep that in mind. He copied that from another extraterrestrial named Dr. J. A lot of his moves, his initiative, basic swag, he copied it from Dr. J. So people get mad at Kobe for copying Mike, but Mike copied Dr. J. Cause all my old school hoop heads out there, they know what's going down. And Dr. J was the one that was. I think he might have even been hanging his tongue out when he done. Somebody dropped that in the chat. Some of my old heads. I know something about Dr. J. Dr. J was extraterrestrial. They always get our extraterrestrials and put them in the arena, put them on stage. That's the same thing about King Kong. They brought King Kong back over here. They seen King Kong. They say we got to get this nigga on the boat and back to America so we can make some money. Right? That was already, you got King Kong's already over here. Right? You got King Kong's already over here because extraterrestrial are being born to humans. Ever since Genesis chapter 6. So how many years that they go back with? Close to 40,000 years. For those who think they know. Should Khalid Muhammad was extra. Damn right, Khalid Muhammad was extra. He stood out. Same time somebody stood out, they extra. You ever hear people say, stop acting extra? What are they saying? Stop acting extraterrestrial? Let me get some water. How do you explain all the little kids that's so genius right now? You got kids doing fucking trigonometry in the 5th grade. What make their brain, why is we got different IQs on the planet? You don't tell me because somebody's studying harder than the next. Dr. J smiling and look at the camera. When he know, oh yeah, that was one of his things, right? Jetson. Dr. J was, but you know, some of that shit that he was doing, like the creativity, Michael Jordan copied it from Dr. J. He might have took some stuff from other people too that was great, because all the greats study the greats, and they copy the greats, and so you know that's why I'm studying all the greats. I'm studying all the great speakers, all our great teachers in the Nubian community that's trying to help us. Studying all of them and taking all their game and putting it into one. And that's what Michael Jordan did. And then Kobe copied it and he might have took some stuff from other people. But he did, most of his, like his main couple moves was from Mike. Now I ain't never seen Mike do Dr. J do the fade away, that Michael Jordan fade away. Now that shit is just unstoppable. See, that's extra. When he designed that fade away, and he might have got that from somebody else and just developed it to make it better. But that Michael Jordan fadeaway is unstoppable. And Kobe was doing it. That's how Kobe was getting up in the game. It's technology. We didn't have tablets and phones back then. Yeah, so like, yeah, I know that. You say, hey, that's right. I'm with that Cookling. I'm with that that the technology speeding the kids up. Because I explained it on one tape that my son can work. My son can work a tablet. Like he on there watching the shows and he can click on what he want. He set you up. You got to, matter of fact, just to get in his tablet, you might have to go to him and ask him, hey, open this for me. I tell you, man, he 1 year old. He finna turn 2. September the 2nd. Yeah, man. It's the technology, but still, but all you gotta explain, because like I said, my cousin in the 9th, he 9 years old in the 10th grade, and he's studying medical science, and he already wrote 4 books on heart surgeries, and his IQ is off the charts from the rest of the kids his age. How do you explain that? And they got tablets. Everybody got tablets now. All the other kids got tablets and video games and all that. How is that some other kids IQ way off the damn charts? This nigga take the test. He acing the this nigga taking the goddamn SATs and he got enough high enough to go to college already. To go to like fucking Yale or somewhere. You know what I'm saying? How's that happen? If something extra ain't taking place here. Some extra. Some kids, how the kids, like a lot of the kids are brilliant. They are smart. A lot of kids are more advanced right now because of the technology. But it's some kids that's more, I can't really explain it, but this kid is way more advanced than the regular kids. Is he how much percentage is he using of his brain for him to be able to absorb all that information at that age? And you talk to this, if you talk to this dude, I talked to him on the phone. If you talk to this dude, he used so many big words, you got to get a dictionary to sit down and decipher what he's telling you. You have to tell him, hey, look, this nigga can talk he can talk medical science to you, and then you tell him how to tell him dumb it down for me, man, bring it down. Hey, I don't even know what you're saying, man. You know, dumb it down for me. This dude's so smart. He already got jobs at every hospital in Louisiana when he graduated. In all the hospitals want him, especially St. Jude. That's the main one that's out there. They offering him all kind of. They paying him right now because they got his books and they selling his books in they little the hospital stores and all their hospital stores. All his books about the heart surgery. So you tell me what makes him different from all the other kids? What his mama feed him? Is it that he studied all night a day? And they told me he played the game a lot. So I'm trying to think of what the hell's going on. Is he extra? He got to be extra. He got to be extraterrestrial born to humans. He got to be extra, man. I'm telling you. It's the only way I can explain it. He definitely extra, but you know, different people are put here for a reason. Say Big Brother one, like, yeah. Yeah, so it's a whole bunch of, it's a couple of these cats out here that's, man, I'm talking about, I saw a dude, I knew it used to be a white boy. They used to ride my bus back in high school, and he had a head the size of two men, like y'all cute. And they made fun of his head, but this dude was a fucking genius. He was he was like, he made straight A's, and he got like scholarships to go to different colleges because of how big smart he was. But his head was I thought there was something wrong with him. He had the head like a gray. So could he been part of gray? I wish I could pull a picture up of that dude. That dude's head was like the size of a gray head, like the size of Creel in them head. And he was intelligent. He was super intelligent. He could do all his work. He finished his work for everybody, and he get all the answers right. Yeah, he lived like right. He lived right in a corner. You know. Their house was nice, and I seen his parents. They didn't have a big head like that. He didn't look like none of his parents. So could he been an extraterrestrial? He had to be extra. He stood out. He had one of the smartest guys at the school. He stood out. You talk about a guy that built rockets in his garage in the 10th, 11th grade. You know, he extra. This dude head was the size of a watermelon. No joke. So like no exaggeration. He had a watermelon head for real. Like, so how many of your kids you know with them big old watermelon jug heads? And all is they brain? Yeah, St. Jude. So your grandma died at St. Jude. Yeah. They want to hire this guy, man. This guy ain't been out of school yet. They already got a job for him. He got several offers already. When you graduate from college, and he gonna probably graduate from college by around 15, 16 years old. He already know all the doctor signs, and he already doing like the intern shit. They like him so much at the Jew hospital. So he already a doctor, like in like 9 years old. How's that happening? His IQ is off the charts. This nigga smarter than adults. He's smarter than adults. Hey, he's smarter than a lot of adults. And this nigga is a kid. He like, yeah, watermelon, man. Hey, yo, hit them like, man. Look, it's 100 people in the building. Everybody hit that like right now, man. Show me some love. Hit the bell. Yeah, so how do you explain it? How do you explain people that can run like so fast other than other people? Like they'd be like running like a four flat in a 40. How do you explain it? How do you explain Deion Sanders being the fastest in his time? And I think they're saying now Tyreek Hill is the fastest. How do you explain these people? Is it their muscles bigger? They work out harder? Why is he extra? Why is he the fastest if he ain't extraterrestrial? He's on a terrestrial planet and he's extra. He's standing out. And like I said, they usually pick these guys. They pick these guys. They put them in the NFL. They put them in the NBA. They put them on the movie scenes. They put them in their labs. They buy us out every time. They buy extraterrestrials out off the streets, and they tell them don't mess with you. Yeah, Stephen Hawkins. We already said him. Stephen Hawkins. What made him so smart? And like I said, they could have set him up to be retarded. Yeah. Yeah. What you need? Get it. Yeah, so yeah, you got people that's running 40, like it's like people in damn high school running that shit now. Like Nubians. Like Bo Jackson. You know Bo Jackson was ET. And him and what's the niggas like Eddie George, big niggas that run over you and just truck you. What's the other dude name that played for the Bears? Walker? No, not Walker. It was he was a running back for the Bears. Somebody had dropped it in the link. He was bad too, running over people. Mike Tyson. How Mike Tyson knocked people out with a 6-inch uppercut, or pretty much scare you into taking a dive. Because man, you get hit by Mike Tyson in his prime. That dude had no respect of a person, man. He trying to kill people in the damn ring. And you think that ain't extra? George Foreman, who got hands like bricks. I met George Foreman. Got hands like a damn brick, fingers bigger than your head. That dude hit you and break every bone in your body. George Foreman can hit you and you feel like you got hit by an 18-wheeler. If he cocked back like he was hitting Ali and that punching bag during the rumble in the jungle, man, that nigga can hit you and you can feel like you got hit by a car, man, with George Foreman. You talk about that dude ain't no damn extraterrestrial. I'm telling you, he was extra. There's a lot of boxers that's extra. They got weird shit going on with them. Like Mayweather. He extra. There's a lot of other fighters that can be called out. That's extra, man. Yeah, Joe Frazier, Ali, Sonny Liston. Everybody had their own different type, little style. Who else? There's a whole bunch of fighters, man, that I can name off. I like Roy Jones Jr. He had his own style and flavor. He was extra. But nobody, Mike Tyson was the man. I'm telling you, man, Mike Tyson was the man. To me, Mike was rocking niggas with, he was knocking niggas noodle, man. He was knocking your noodle. Yeah, Jack Johnson, going all the way back to Jack Johnson, the old school fighters. Yeah, Joe Louis, that's who I was thinking about, Joe Louis. To me, he was like a Joe Louis and Ali. To me, they got some similarities on their style. Yeah, I mean, you know, he was extraterrestrial. We talk about them people on the extraterrestrial tape. All the extraterrestrials in our midst. Yeah, Sugar Ray, all these people. Some of them white boys on steroids. But John Henry is extra. Nigga, they can pick up that much weight, and you thinking that he ain't extra? Going on amongst humans? Why ain't nobody else matching his strength, matching his what he can pick up? You know, when you see people like that that's picking up the most weight in the world or the fastest man in the world, you gotta look at this stuff. That's extraterrestrial shit. Or the man that can hold his breath for the longest. He gotta be connected with the damn numbers. We said Bruce Lee. We said Bruce Lee was extra. And the man that stick his hands in a plug socket to try to get his reflexes up, he gotta be something extra about him. There's got to be something extra about a guy that stick his hand in plug sockets to get his reflex muscles going. He a bad mamma jamma. Yeah, Andre the Giant, right? Andre the Giant, all these different dudes. Yeah, Mark Henry, he was extra, man. Like, who else could pick up that amount of weight? You see how big that dude was? What they was feeding him? Is that what they feeding him? And he wasn't on no type of drugs. This dude was homegrown, natural, bone, strong nigga, man. You know, what the hell was they feeding this guy? Did he eat something different from everybody else? Or is he just extra? Yeah, yo, Andre Giant, yeah, right? A Nephilim. He really a Neanderthal. That's what his ass is. He really a Neanderthal. He really one of them Neanderthals mixed with the Shaggies. Andre the Giant. That's what would make him so. Yeah, like so. Just look at it. Just start looking at the people, because we're gonna talk about the Man in Black. We're gonna do the mix down on the Man in Black and break down what was really happening and what they was telling us. And we're gonna do the Black Extraterrestrial tape. But we're just warming you up for it, right? With this tape here, and we showing you how simple it is when you see you can spot these people out because they extra. They stand out. You can spot extraterrestrial by seeing the people that stand out. They always gonna stand out. Now you got some here that's low key. Some here that's low key. And they hide out as like teachers, school bus drivers, actors. They still in the limelight extra, but you really like some people rarely know them. But it's a lot of people that just can't help it. They extra. You gonna know them because they extra. They just off the chart extra. Like just think about it. Dennis Rodman. Dennis Rodman wasn't even that good. He just can get rebounds. But what made him stand out from everybody else is how he is. He's extra. He stands out. He over the top. I believe RuPaul, that was one of his lovers. I believe he extraterrestrial too. RuPaul. The world tallest man. Yeah, Robert. We already talked about that. D Will. Hey, D Will. We talked about that on all the extraterrestrials in our midst. We broke him down. We got pictures of him. He extra for sure. Anybody over 6 feet, 6'3", got a lot of extra height, so he extra. How much food Shaquille O'Neal got to eat to fill him up, big as that dude is? He probably got to eat 2 Big Macs and 2 large fries. He got to eat 2 people meals. He the size of 2 people. He extra. Right? There, my stepson, he's 6'1" in the 8th grade. He extra. Chief Brown Bear, what we call there, Chief Brown Bear. Hey, ride by, Chris. Chris Love, ride by. Yeah, so just start looking at the people that's extra, that stand out amongst everybody else. And that's how you can spot these people out. And you say, man, this dude is extraterrestrial. Why? Because he's extra. How is Mark Henry different from everybody else? Where do these people come from? They give this story about Superman coming here and being adopted by these parents, and then he, being low key in the country and shit, but he had all these superpowers. What you think Mark Henry got? They picking up, that nigga got superpowers. Picking up that type of weight, that's superpowers. Michael Jordan has superpowers. Kobe Bryant has superpowers. LeBron James got superpowers, man. This nigga come from the 12th grade and then go to the NBA and dunking and humping on niggas like that, taking over the game, pretty much making a name for himself. He's standing out like an extra. He an extra being. This is what's going on, bro. We just want to get you tuned into it. And like I said, it's another side to this where beings are being abducted and impregnated by certain species. Because the reason why they can impregnate them is because, like, not just the having the same type of organs, but I'm talking about the Greys don't got the same organs. Some of the Greys don't even got organs, right? So like the robot species, but they are abducting people and putting stuff into their fetuses, and then coming back and getting the baby. And sometimes beings are just leaving the baby. They tell you this, look, they play this story out over and over again in the Greek mythology of some god coming down and having a kid, like Hercules or Prometheus, or these different kids, right? This god coming down. They always play that story to you. So extraterrestrials been coming down for a long time mixing with humans. That's why you see all the people that look the way they look, like we showed you on Extraterrestrials and they miss. It's different short people, midgets, tall people, dwarfs. You got people that's super fast, people that's super strong, people that's super smart. See, they got all superpowers. Being super smart is a superpower. Being super strong is a superpower. Being super fast is a superpower. Being able to play chess and be real good is a superpower. Chess plays a role in opening up certain parts of your brain, especially memory and paying attention to detail. Yeah, the midget, man. Where did the midgets come from? We already broke that down though. When a full-grown woman with no defects have a midget, what is that midget extraterrestrial? And I've seen some midgets do some wild shit. They funny people. I saw a midget that work at a grocery store. There's a butcher at Counter Market. It's a place called Counter Market. And the little midget was out there smoking a cigarette, and some guy came out there talking shit to the little midget. And then that midget pulled out the back of his, he had one of them aprons on, but he pulled out the back of his, I guess his back pocket, he had them stuck down in his pants or something, pulled out some nunchucks. And that dude wasn't expecting them to have them on him. And he still talking shit. You little short motherfucker, you ain't gonna do nothing. You waist high, talking shit to the midget. That midget kicked his ass. I'm telling you, man. Don't underestimate nobody. My granddaddy always told me that. That midget kicked his ass up and down the parking lot with the nunchucks. And then talk shit. And he made a name for himself. His name was Lil Mac, but ain't nobody fuck with him no more after that. After they got that, saw how he whooped that dude's ass. See, all you need to do is whoop one guy's ass in front of everybody, and then everybody else get the picture. Don't mess with this guy. You know what I'm saying? So now nobody mess with Matt, Ninja Matt, Little Matt. They started calling him Midget Matt once that one midget was on TV. I forget what show that was. Then they call him Little Matt, but then they started calling him Midget Matt when they saw that got that dude on TV with the main Midget Matt. Yeah, Bushwick Bill was one of them gangster midgets. Bushwick Bill was a gangster midget. Don't never underestimate nobody, man. That midget to put out a 4.5 twist your cap back. So don't go messing with nobody, man. You just be cool. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, some of y'all kids are more advanced than you are. You know, we smarter than our parents, and then our kids are gonna be smarter than us because that's how evolution is going. You know what I'm saying? But there are many extraterrestrials being born to humans, and some extraterrestrials being born being from the same bloodline coming way back from thousands of years ago. So a lot of us are extraterrestrials that's being born here, right? We stand out on your job. On your job, you stand out. They say, man, you the employee of the month, or you know, this dude right here, hustle. He makes stuff happen. He the go-to guy. You the go-to guy. Yeah, OJ Simpson, they cloned him. Oh, my son said, man, so I'm saying, like, see, he extra. See, a nigga they can draw. Drawing is is a talent of a whole nother level. Because drawing means a lot. You know, drawing like drawing down. You pulling stuff down. He able to pull stuff down from the mental realm. Yeah, so drawing is a whole nother level of it's not just drawing stuff down, like writing on the paper. It's really you drawing stuff down, like you pulling shit down from the fourth dimension. Y'all, a lot of y'all on here are stars. Most of y'all all are stars, really, you know. Yeah, that Black Extraterrestrial tape gonna come out tomorrow, Sunrise. We're gonna actually go through like and talk about different people that's living this Black Extraterrestrial and people from the past. This Black Extraterrestrial. I know my moles don't like the word black, but hold what you got, man. We just, you know, we got that covered too. See, Willie D wrote his rhymes. Yeah, Willie D probably wrote his rhymes, but he was a gangster midget. That's for sure. Cause they you know, Easy E was a short dude too. He was a twat nigga, man. And not Dre, it was Q that was writing his shit. Oh yeah, that Baba tape fire, right? Man, I don't know how long we've been on. I usually try to go run an hour so I can get you on, just give you a little something. We're gonna be dropping more shit tomorrow. But I just want you to think about it. Let's look at the people that's extra. Look at the children that's extra. Because there's some children that stand out from the whole rest of the children. Even though we is in a time where kids are smarter. Some kids are fucking super smart. They got superpowers. Super smart boy. Like Carl Hakeem, one of his nicknames is Smart Boy. Smart Boy. Hakeem, you could be, and then you could be thinking about something, man. I need somebody to go in there and get this. And you don't say it out loud, and then Hakeem come and give it to you. Then I say, man, smart boy. Dude, smart. Like, how did he know I was gonna want this? How did he know I was going out here? Or how did he know I was gonna do this? It's like the kids, they brain working faster because this planet's speeding up, and the kids really gonna get an automatic pass to the fifth level when the planet shifts. So it's the adults that's got to get their game up. It's the adults that got to get smarter and more intelligent. The kids are automatically going into that fifth dimensional state. That's why they know how to use all this technology. That's why they holding whole conversations with you and making sense. We've been doing that. We was doing that in my generation, but these kids are talking about some damn words you got to go look up, and you a damn adult. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you like, hold on 1 minute, kid. Let me go look at this word. And then they coming out with new slang. That happened when we was coming up though. Like cap. Like cap means that you lying. He got I don't see how they associate that with you lying. But they got their own swag. The only thing I don't like that ops word though. Because if they the same color as you, and everybody's their skin folks ain't kin folks, but for the most part, we all the one. So I don't think they're the ops just because they said something on Instagram about your shoes or something. That shit is crazy. These kids are extra. Kids always, especially them boys, man, they always doing something extra. You might have a couple homegirls that's extra. Couple people that's extra that's around you. Oh, capping. Yeah, it's like capping means get shot to me. When the nigga told me he was getting somebody got capped, that means he got shot. Now it means you lying. So the shit is like, the Nubians always coming out with new words that they take and put it in and then put it in their urban dictionary. So when they go to the hood, they can know how to communicate. We already really speaking a whole nother language in the hood already. We already speaking a different language in the hood. You could probably if you take all the hood words and put them together in a book, and then start talking that shit, they probably wouldn't know what we talking about. Yeah, cap means all capital letters, right? Cap also can mean money. Cap also can mean cutting your ass off, balling you up, capping you off, as in cap and gown, capping your information off, cap and gown your ass off. Because they know you extra. They know you extra. Why is it if we not extra? Why is it when every sport that we play, we the dominant? In science, we the dominant people. In everything, we dominant. In everything, we extra. Niggas are always extra. Tell you. So it just proves that what we saying is true. Well, better get out of here. Hey, you know what? We might come back again tonight, man. It depends on how we feel. But I know for sure tomorrow, since Haru going to his little thing, and then Hakeem gonna be here with me, but he probably gonna be asleep. There ain't gonna be nobody here but me and Hakeem. So me and Hakeem gonna be hitting you with a show in the morning. Yeah, Elvis, like all those guys. Tomorrow we're gonna talk about the Black Extraterrestrial tape. So they're gonna be hot. We've been studying on that today. That's gonna be hot. We getting all the list of the people like Erykah Badu. You know what I'm saying? Erykah Badu extra. Anytime you get butt naked in the middle of Dallas and walk down 6 blocks butt naked, and you ain't extra. You know what I'm saying? That was always extra. And she was hooked up with Baba. Check that out. She was hooked up with Baba. Erykah Badu is an extraterrestrial. Andre 3000. I don't want to drop too much on you right now. We're gonna put that out tomorrow. The Black Extraterrestrial tape. And how you can, and we just gave you a couple hints on these people when we tell you the people that stand out. So you can spot these people by the people that stand out, like Bob Marley. I believe Bob Marley's dad was a Venerian. If you look at a picture of him on a horse, if his dad, he don't got no hair on his face. He looked just like a Venerian, Bob Marley daddy. We're gonna show all this tomorrow though in the tape. I don't want to give you too much. And George Clint, he extraterrestrial. He did a show in Dallas and came down out of the damn crowd out of our spaceship. Yeah, George Clint, them boys extra. Hey, but we better get up out of here, man. Stay tuned. We're gonna drop that Black Extraterrestrial tape probably at 9 o'clock. Or we probably do it as the evening class. Probably do something else for the morning, depending because we want to get your brain started up in the morning. And then at lunchtime we hit you with the Black Extraterrestrial tape. And we got the last name tapes coming out this week. So you want to stay tuned for that. Hit that like, hit that subscribe button if you're new to the channel. If you want to show us some love, we're gonna drop the Cash App in the links. And we about to be out this thing, man. Go back and check out all the other tapes that we put out. We put out 21 tapes in 7 days. So if you ain't caught up, go back and get caught up. We got a whole bunch of hot shit out. Right. So drop that name, Brewer. Yeah, drop that name on the last name tape because I'm going down that list, writing all the names down that they say they didn't hear. And we're gonna do those names on part 3 and part 4. So drop that name on the last name tape in the comments, so I can have you. If you own this thing and we ain't told you, if you listen to part 1 of the last name tape and part 2, and you didn't hear your last name, go back to that tape and drop your last name in the link in the comments. That way I can write it down and make sure I got it. I'm writing all the names down on that people say that I didn't say in that tape, and we're gonna tell you on part 3 and part 4 what your tribe. So we're gonna go back. We're about to get ready to get out, man. So peace and love, Islam, Hotel, Ashud, divine love throughout the violence universe to all, all.